it's so cool. These Black Mirror episodes are just like full features to me.
Yeah.
They just feel like fully realized concepts, which is really fun. But, just since we're on the topic of Black Mirror, did you ever have a favorite episode or concept that just like shook you to your core?
Oh man, I mean, so many in so many different ways. I think one of my favorite ones, which is actually kind of connected to the episode that I'm in, is San Junipero. Yeah. That one just like broke me. But I think that it's such a unique show. It goes so deep into places, and it really connects, kind of like the human condition with technology. I think it's really cool.
Totally.
Yeah.
There's what's really cool about your episode is that you're actually watching this old-timey film.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, when you're on set though, what are you reacting to? Did you get that footage? Were you able to see the black and white Hotel Reverie?
Yeah, it was really cool. Our director, Haolu Wong, was really like great and she really wanted us to, because we're in the control room, it's very isolated. And so there were a couple takes where she was able to kind of project what we would actually be looking, because they had shot that footage. Yeah. And I think the reactions were different. I think in a couple of takes, like I cried watching, because I think like Emma and Issa did such a beautiful job, and together, it's real. It was real.
Yeah, no, the way that emotional arc progressed was so like genuine. That's why it felt like a very full feature film to me.
Yeah, for sure.
Every character was fully realized.
Yes.
But, obviously, technology is changing in the real world in somewhat scary ways as well.
Yeah.
And it made me curious, like as an actor, as a filmmaker yourself, do you see yourself wanting to take a technology like this on? Like, would you put yourself in a movie that you loved in the past, or is that just like off the table?
I mean, it's crazy to imagine, but I think that there's something about like something that's very new, right? Mm-hmm. And also like how it kind of collides with the old, you know what I mean? And so like I think that I would definitely be into it. I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's hard to think about though. Yeah.
Do you think about like what AI is doing, that technology? Does it frighten you at all in a very real way?
I mean, I'll be honest. Like, if I use like ChatGPT to be like what are some like healthy meals I can make, and I am like pretty astounded by how fast it is, and I don't know what to think about it. I think that it's something that is very like new. But shows like Black Mirror can really point out like the kind of the ills of that, and also like you want to embrace new stuff, So, but yeah, at what cost? I don't know.
Use it as a tool, but not something that takes your job away.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, definitely.
Is there a piece of technology just out in the world right now that you think would make a pretty cool Black Mirror episode?
Oh wow. Well, I was watching the Meghan Markle show the other day, and she has like a dehydrator. Mm-hmm. That could be pretty crazy.
That's interesting. I wonder what we can do with that.
You could like put an orange in there or something. I don't know, but that was pretty cool tech. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting because this is an episodic project, right? So I'm wondering, how do you even get brought onto this? Are you auditioning? Do you just get offered and then they tell you what the concept is?
Well, when they were writing the show, I'm a huge fan of Charlie. Like, I think, and the fact that he wrote our episode, and so I was in London and I kind of met him and the producer Jessica. I didn't know what the episode was going to be, but I guess when it came together, I read it and the concept, and I was like completely blown away. I was like, yes, it was such an honor too, because it's one of my favorite shows, Yeah. And so that was like one of the coolest days of my life. Yeah.
I mean, your filmography is already awesome, so it's cool to add just like another really cool kind of IP to the list.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Amazing. Well, I think I'm gonna wrap right there, but Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
I can't wait to watch your episode again.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. Hell yeah.